You need to nerd out more. Hi, I'm Shawn, host of Start Your Week with a Coach, and this week we're talking about how to find our daily joy in really getting into the interests that we have. Now, focusing on something that brings us joy is something that's in our control every day. We know from Dale Carnegie that sometimes we can't control what happens to us, but we can control how we show up. And what that really means is if we can show up with our full sense of self, our full joy, our full positive mindset, that we can overcome the worst tragedies, like losing someone or not winning the game, or, there's a whole swath of things that are easier to do when we've cultivated joy into our day more by focusing and nerding out on our interests. And it's something that's really near and dear to my heart because looking back, I had a 15-year career in tech, thereabouts. And here's the thing, though. I didn't have any formal computer science training. I had a couple of programming classes in high school. It was kind of a hobby that I did throughout college, but I went to business school, so it was a lot of financial statistics and stuff like that. Not a lot of computer science. In my master's program, it was all about managing technology and having this broad brush of how it all worked in it information technology sense. So I had one college class of programming, and it was good enough with that passion that I had for technology since I was a teenager to get me my first job as a programmer for a company called Walmart. So this global company hired me, who was not computer science focused, it was a hobby, to do web stuff that was released around the world, which is kind of insane to say that out loud. So that's one journey of having a hobby, having something that you're interested in, having something that you really geeked out on, nerded out on, and then turning it into a career in a really weird way. And you also, if you know, I think it's Jamie from Mythbusters, he talks a lot about online about if you really want to get into engineering, just build the things that you love, right? And this is, again, to take an example for me, but it could be anything. That's why I know how to make coffee with the crazy Chemex things and the best chocolate chip cookies. That's what I learned over COVID, watching too many hours of cookie videos, trying to figure out how to get that thing cracked, or hot sauce, that kind of stuff. So all these things, just working on computers, trying to figure it out since I was really little, or trying to really get the nuance of how to make the best cup of coffee or the best chocolate chip cookie, or how to really make a very tasty hot sauce, which is another thing I've been doing for a bit. Having these interests fill me up, right? Playing music helps fill me up every day so that when, I have a disappointing business call, or don't make a sale, or, the times when I had to look for other jobs, it's not soul crushing, right? It can be uncomfortable and it can be a bummer, but I'm able to summon the energy to keep going, to push through all the rejection, all the overwhelm, all the anxiety, and handle struggles more. So here are a couple of ideas on how to nerd out or find interests if you don't have any, so that you can cultivate that joy every day, right? So nerding out equals joy is the whole idea of this video. So first principle of nerding out. It's not wrong to be a nerd, right? I know, at least when I was growing up, it was kind of being labeled a nerd was not a good or awesome thing. But I think it's just taking a very focused interest and excitement in a topic. And whether that's, like I said, music or coffee or chocolate chip cookies or programming or you name it, grilling, it could be big, it could be small, whatever it is, there's nothing wrong for getting really into it. And I actually think when you're into it and it's more playful, that's when we learn a lot of stuff about life. A lot of the things that I've learned in music have helped me in my career, have helped me in relationships, helped me communicate better and express myself. in ways that I didn't quite understand while I was learning initially. So it's really awesome to have these things. Two, learn to create what you love, or learn to make what you love. Again, going back to Jamie from Mythbusters, I think at Don't Try This on the Instagram, Twitter, or something like that. He posts videos of like, hey, I really love The Mandalorian, and so he made one of those Beskar bars, like metal bars from Star Wars that the Boba Fett hat, like his armor's made out of. And so he like completely nerded out on it, created a replica, and gave it away as a gift, if I remember correctly. So that stuff, it's one, you get the creative aspect, you're getting out of your head to make something in that particular case. And then in this particular case, it was a gift. So it's that whole community thing, which is also something we talk a lot about in high performance. Third, probably the most important point that I'm going to make today is make sure every day you've built in hobbies or, focused on learning a new interest into your day if you can. 30 minutes, 5 minutes if it's really busy, an hour if you can afford it. Whatever that is for you is really going to help you, one, build that joy in. And if it's built into your day and it always happens, you're going to be a happier person. And that's what we're going on today, because nerding out equals joy. Remember? Okay. Fourth point to remember when nerding out is to find your people, find your community, and engage. So there's a reason why Comic-Con is a huge thing of people that like to dress up in costume, and it's not Halloween, right? There's a community there that understands that it's fun to kind of play the characters that you like from video games or cartoons and anime, that kind of stuff, TV shows, things that you really find completely awesome, and you're kind of engaged in a large group of people that are with it. And that sense of community, that sense of participating in something that everyone kind of understands, has a shared value around with, only amplifies the joy you get from that experience, in my opinion, having never been to Comic-Con. But that was the first example that came out when I think about nerds and nerding out. So the fifth thing to do, right? So finding your community, engaging with it, but share the spoils of your interests, right? So if you're interested in technology, help your friends, family, aunts and uncles build websites. Help them, make better choices when it comes to buying technology. But share your knowledge. Share why you love the thing so much with as many people as you can. Because that sense of, I really love this. I'm really just super glad that you have any interest in it. Hopefully you love it as much as I do. Is how we connect with people. And I think that we need more connection out there today. All right, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you look right here for the next video to watch if you are interested more in learning about high performance or ways to level up your life. And you can always go to ShawnButler.com/blog to see an article and the blog post that goes along with the video you just watched, okay? Take care.